Hello, I think we're in a sort of pause between crises in the House of Commons at the moment, or rather in the Conservative Party. So we've just had the crisis that has led to Gavin Williamson's departure, and now I think we're going to have the crisis that will lead to Dominic Raab's departure. It's a sort of replay with an I was going to say intermission, but in fact what I mean is an interval. The word intermission is so interesting, isn't it? So intermittent is a perfectly reasonable word. Intermittent coming from two Latin words, inter being between, and the mittere, to go, to send, from which we get the word mission. So it's between missions, between moments. And though in intermission is, well, because we would have the word interval, we don't need intermission. Intermission is really an American invention. Fowler in the 1926 edition, I think, really objects to creating long words when a short word is perfectly reasonable. We have the short word, it's interval. We don't need the longer word, intermission, but intermission so beautifully takes up the full width of a CinemaScope screen. And there's something I love. Don't you love that moment in The Sound of Music where Julie Andrews is about to leave the Von Trapp family and go back to the convent, and the camera the camera moves down as she goes out of the door, and the word intermission appears on the screen, or even in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, which is a British film but still has an intermission. I'm pretty certain it has an intermission, not an interval, but maybe somebody can check that and correct me if I'm wrong. But Mr. Raab is no stranger to controversy. He is the man who was sunning himself on Crete, but he's also the man who refused to take the knee and criticise Black Lives Matter and said he would only go down on one knee before the Queen or his wife. And I think, why would he go down on one knee before the Queen? Well, presumably if he was going to get knighted. And so that's anticipating quite a lot, but maybe, rather like Gavin Williamson, that will be the price of his departure from the cabinet. But that departure is imminent. And I think we could probably measure it in hours, if not days. And that should be the other way around, shouldn't it? In days, if not hours. And I think all this will come before the great cataclysm of the departure of Suella Braverman, but that I think will not happen until after Jeremy Hunt has put through his budget, because I think Suella Braverman is there to appease the ERG. If she agrees to it, then the right wing of the party is content. And after that, I think we will see her gone. And then, with any luck, Mr. Sunak will be able to command control. And it's about time.